Welcome to Destructive News, and today we have a follow-up story to a Virginia state trooper attempted homicide. This is a follow-up to a BIE, or Black Identity Extremist video we did a little while back. This will be a Didn't Do Nothing edition. Crime is the new black entitlement. Add in a little bit of the tragic mulatto, and you get a full pot of crazy. The family of Miss Karisa Daniels isn't happy with the report that we did where we highlighted the crime she's accused of in the intro of a video. And when I say family, I'm talking about her mom, who seems to be the source of the struggles in this young woman's life, and her hotel room wife. Karisa is alleged to have gone on a high-speed chase after a routine traffic stop from a Virginia highway patrol cop or a state trooper. She was stopped and she decided that she didn't want to go to jail that night because she had an illegal firearm on her, concealed illegally, and by a felon. So she broke 3 laws there, and I'm sure all 3 of those crimes are felonies. So instead of facing the music, she decided to put the pedal to the metal and floor it. And they went on a high-speed chase, a dangerous high-speed chase through many communities, putting the lives of everyone in danger before being stopped violently. And that's where things got even more crazy for Miss Karisa Daniels. We'll leave that part for the news story that we're going to play at the end of this video. But for now, let's look at what the family has actually inboxed me and has said to me. This is what she actually inboxed me. This is a screenshot of the inbox. I want the video of my daughter taken down. I've contacted civil rights activists and my attorney. The information points you are trying to tie to my daughter is not true. Of all the criminals and criminal cases out there, this one didn't fit where you were going with your story. Slander, falsifying information, using personal photos without permission, especially those underage, to name a few things you've done wrong. Take it down. And then she posts a link to the video. Well, one, I'll post the legitimate information that you think people don't have. 2, she admitted to these crimes, as I'm going to post the interview she did in prison. And she's still in jail right now. If she didn't do any of these things, she would surely be released from prison, which she has not been. She's actually facing charges in multiple states, multiple charges, felonies, and also an attempted murder on a law enforcement officer. So that's a pretty big case we have here. And for you to threaten me with your lawyer that you have on retainer, but your daughter's sitting in jail without a lawyer, and is living in a hotel room with a wife with no money and no food, on drugs, drinking and driving, running around robbing banks and whatever else she can get her hands on. It's very odd to me. Maybe you should save that lawyer for your daughter so that she can get out of this very, very difficult situation that she finds herself in. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that information. All right, so I checked out the North Carolina court system and searched for her name. It was a little difficult, but I was able to figure out the system and get the information. So here it is on screen. We have 3 cases. This is current stuff. I didn't look at any previous stuff. I'm sure she's got previous arrests because it said she was a felon when they brought up the information about the firearm. So she's a felon with possession of a firearm. And again, she posts this on her own Facebook page. She's not supposed to have a gun, but she's posing on her Facebook page in a public picture. Mind you, this is public. The picture's set to public, literally. But her mom's complaining about private pictures. Okay, sure. But here's the information. Here's her full name, Karisa Cheyenne Daniels. You have all of the officer's name. You have the agency, the officer number, and you have her court dates that are upcoming. So it's gonna be a great holiday season for her. So let's take a look at those cases. So boom. Let's see the first one. Traffic over speeding, and there's reckless driving to endanger. And that she's just speeding around on the highway because it's a highway patrol officer or a state trooper, and she was reckless endangerment is what the charge was. So that's probably where she was speeding like an excessive rate of speed. Like the speed limit might have been 65 miles an hour, and she's doing close to 100. That type of deal. Let's take a look at the other one. Oh, a felony, possession of a firearm by a felon, which means that she was a felon before this charge. So there's something in her past. I'm not going to look for it. That's not relevant. She's a felon. She's got a firearm. She probably sells weed. I'm assuming that's what she does. Yeah, because she's taking pictures of this stuff and, the news reports. This is what was on the news. I don't know if the family's going to go after the news and try to sue the news and get activists on the news for reporting public information. This is public record. Here it is. And let's take a look at that third case. Misdemeanor, carrying a concealed gun, carrying a concealed weapon, misdemeanor. So she's got two different misdemeanors there for firearms. So she stays with a gun, but she can't stay with the job, though. But she stays with a gun. And now this was a little bit trickier finding the Virginia, because there's like, as for a small state, that place has a ton of counties. So I was able to find it. Here it is. Karisa Cheyenne Daniels. And they spelled her name right or wrong. I don't know. It's different from what North Carolina had. Booking date, September 20th. All that stuff. The time. Projected release date, blank. Facility, she's in Jail West in Henrico sheriffs, wherever the sheriffs are. I think it's just the county jail there in Henrico. And her next court location, still there. Bond amount, 0, which means she probably doesn't have a bond because she tried to kill a law enforcement officer. Firearm use in the commission of a felony, first offense. Convicted non-violent felon, possession, transport of a firearm or a taser. It was a firearm. Capital murder law enforcement officer. That's probably going to be changed. It was definitely attempted. You can't shoot someone and say that it wasn't meant to kill. That's the point of a gun. That's the whole argument for gun control. Guns are designed to kill. So you can't use a gun and shoot someone and say, oh, I wasn't trying to kill him. I only shot him in his shoulder. The court system ain't going to see it that way. So let's take a look at her marvelous interview that any lawyer in the United States of America would have definitely made sure that that didn't happen. But here it is. I don't know. I wonder if the parent is going to sue the news station for conducting this interview with an adult who confesses to everything that she did. So here it is.
It was coming right back. And the next thing you know, I see blue lights in my rearview mirror in an unmarked car. Somebody's following me. So I pulled over, and he gets out, and he looks like he's running to my vehicle when he gets out of his car. So as soon as he gets out and starts charging towards my vehicle, I don't know what happened. I just panicked. I just thought about, I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. I'm not from here. I don't have no family in here. I have my fiance at home waiting without no money, without no phone, without no nothing, and I just did not want to go to jail. I knew I had a firearm on me. I'm a convicted felon. I have no business with a firearm, and if he found that, that's all it was going to take for me to go to jail. I also had a suspended license, and I also had a little bit of weed on me, so I mean, it was a good chance that I would have went to jail. So as he's coming to my vehicle, I just took off. And I figured that he was going to stop following me after a certain amount of time, but I had no idea he was a state trooper and that he didn't have any type of jurisdiction. He was going to keep following me. So he followed me for probably about 45 minutes. And then it finally ended in a neighborhood. When we came to a dead end, he started hitting me head on to make me stop, I'm guessing. So I already felt threatened at that time before I even got out of my vehicle. This unmarked car keeps hitting me head on. Like, It's so unprofessional, I believe, for an officer to have to do that. But we came to one dead end. He hit me dead on, and then he hit me from the side. And then we came to another dead end. After I got around him, I maneuvered around him, and I got away the first time he tried to block me in like that. I moved around him, and I got past him, and then we came to another dead end. And that time he hit me dead on twice. He even reversed his vehicle to rear his car into mine, head on in my front dash. And then I got out the car at that moment because the car was done. So I got out the car. He said, "Put your hands behind your back." No, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up. And all I could think about was going to jail. And then, I hesitated. He fired a shot, and once I heard that, I knew that, he might have missed that time. He wasn't gonna miss the next time he shot, and he was going to shoot me. So, right then and there, I made the dumbest mistake of my life to pull out my gun and shoot him. Like I said, I felt threatened. I thought very, 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 very well that he would have killed me if I would have turned around and just tried to run without taking that action to shoot him. But as far as me being regretful, I am very, very. I woke up a few hours ago in here like, what the hell have I done? I was drunk. I was high, I wasn't really in my right state of mind, but if I had a chance to do it all over again, I probably most definitely would do it a different way, With all these young people dying out here because of officers shooting at them is really my main reason for not taking precaution when it came to shooting at them.
Because that's what was running through your head at that point.
Correct. I just knew if I turned around and kept running, he already had shot one fire. If I turned around and kept running, he was going to make it the next time, and it was either going to be in my back or the back of my head, because I'm trying to get away from you, all because I'm trying to get away from you. You understand? And that's not fair. It's not fair at all. You don't know what I've done wrong. You don't know if I've committed any type of crime to make you even want to go through all of this and chase me in the first place. It wasn't like I was on a stolen car. It wasn't like I was on a car that had been reported for murder or deaths or, any type of illegal activity. It wasn't like you already had a reason to do all of that, and then you pull out your gun and you shoot at me, and all I'm trying to do is run from you. I can't believe I did that. I really can't. It doesn't matter where he got shot at or what intent that I had. The fact of the matter is that he got shot, and that's not right. That wasn't right of me at all to take that upon myself and do that to him, because he very well could have been hurt worse than he is. I had a job back in North Carolina. I have 2 kids that I'm raising, and I was trying.
Are they going to be okay with you here? Do they have someone to be with?
Yeah, they do. Yep. I just lost my apartment, my car, my everything. My kids as well, my fiance as well. So